Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad from the Big Ten, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. Two teams enter, one team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So Army's offense comes on the field first today. Well, here we go. The energy in this building is absolutely amazing, Kirk. We are just...
Now they're here. Let's see how it plays out. Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down. And the Black Knights pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's inside the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays.
Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Black Knights. Some of the crowd hasn't even settled in. We got points on the board. Buckle up, Kirk.
I mean, this is amazing. This is exactly how you envision it, with the long layoff, the hype, the pressure, all the interviews you've done, and to be able to start off with an opening drive and a touchdown, couldn't have scripted it any better.
Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. The Hurricanes offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Woods. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes a quick grab. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First and 10 now for the offense. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Caught near the sideline. It's Woods. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. Right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. And just, oh my gosh, just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in the wide receiver position. And you could say not recently. They've had some pretty good players, but you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Santana Moss. I just could keep going and going when it comes to the Canes.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
He hands it off from the gun. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his...
And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Knocks that one right down the middle.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. An inside give now from the shotgun. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. And Kirk, it's Army in the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. All right, let's get back to the action. Getting closer to finding out who will be celebrating here tonight. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Down he goes, a sack.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
And the back now goes in motion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Army.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. On first down, it's play action. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me, it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the second sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
Caught over the middle. It's Woods. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a fourth down play now. The Canes will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. Oh, and he's got some space here. And they finally stop him, but he found a nice lane in that return. Puts the start of the drive in good position. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. And the Black Knights come to the line in the hurry up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
He escapes the sack. Both one tackle but couldn't escape. Dropped for a sack.
Well, they're going to go with a play fake here. The only problem is no one on the defense bit at all on the play action. The results are a big sack for this defense.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights. Kicking team out for the PAT try. The extra point makes the lead 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Turner looking to make a play here. And the coverage team able to bring him down.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And the completion made. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Well, this is the risk you take when you play man-to-man coverage and you leave a linebacker on a running back. Quarterback does a nice job of seeing that mismatch and getting the ball to the back for some good yards.
Fires it to the wideout. And is intercepted.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
First and goal now, a chance to claim even more momentum before the halftime break. Here comes a handoff. Physical running, fights off the defender. And that run produces a decent gain. All right, second down and goal now for this offense. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Army. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. In the final minute, do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Catch made across the middle by the running back. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down. The Hurricanes looking to use the up-tempo offense here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Makes the catch downfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. It's a huge gain. The stop is finally made at the 41-yard line. And the Black Knights will kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. They get the second half started with a running play. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Again, makes it second and medium. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them to fourth down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
The Canes will line up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And now the running back's got it again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
And the Canes will have to punt this one away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Takes the handoff and he'll head left.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Again makes it second and medium. Takes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Keeping it on the ground here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? Handoff heading left. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. from the pistol formation.
Get set. Low. Check.
Handoff to the back. Tackle made after just a short gain. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quick throw to his receiver. He's got a man down the middle. Moves his way for a first down to the 35. A new set of downs after that completion. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, how about that? Another call and another bad result for this offense. Kind of a microcosm of how this entire football game has gone. They're just trying to bleed that clock and get out of here. Nothing working at all.
Important second down play coming up. They'll ride the back again here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, another tough call for this offense. Seems like everything that they've called is going in the wrong direction. I think they're just trying to get out of this one at this point.
Jackrabbit.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Look out, he's got some space. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Lets it go. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's second down.
Cut it. Let's go. Roll it.
They're going to run it. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. The Black Knights looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Heading left after the handoff. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. And the Black Knights will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Ball carrier brought down what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. And Kirk, it's Army in the lead here. And in this battle for the national championship, it has been a beatdown so far. Not what you hoped for. Let's review how we got here. 1 quarter away from crowning a national champion in this college football season. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. He's got it near the end zone. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
And the quarterback will just sneak it now. And the Black Knights looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Running a quarterback sneak here. Touchdown, Army. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He's going to take off. Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he finds the running back in the flat.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down.
3:25.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught on the outside. It's Woods. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his second catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
The catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. This is the sixth play on the drive. Here's that defense shifting again. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Throws it in. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Hurricanes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. Quarterback drops back. Looking to scramble now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot.
He's picked for a third time tonight. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
They stop him, but it's a first down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. To the air, it's Padrino. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down. And the Black Knights come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. The shotgun running play call. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Black Knights are in the red zone. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Oh, the pass is picked off. Can he take it all the way? And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shift for this could be.
Man, I hate to sit up here and second-guess the play caller, but why would you be throwing the football with the lead and we're under 3 minutes to go in the national championship? Now you give your opponent a real shot to get right back into the game. Yikes.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. The tackle is made, and now it's official. We have our national champions. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. I'd say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a